Telangana Pradesh Congress Committee members Satish, Deepak Jain, my AICC colleague Manish Sharma, and most importantly, all of you affected ex-employees of Brain Enterprises. I'm sorry that the situation in which we are meeting is not a very happy situation for most of you. But this is a very unique, almost the first time where a political party has come forward to work, to listen to working class professionals, IT professionals, their grievances, and I must tell you, Sridharji, the story of how this came was, there was a young lady I want to make a few points. This is in legal terms, what many would say is a private matter between employees, as a private matter between employees and an employer. But we have to send a real message and a signal to all companies, IT or any other sector, anywhere in the country, that employee welfare is very important, and when there is injustice done to employees, governments will get involved. And that is a big message that we want to send. I have been in the private sector for more than 20 years. I have been CEOs of companies before. I understand fully that due to business situations, companies may want to downsize. They may want to reduce their workforce. I understand that. There's no problem with that if they are doing it because of business conditions. But they cannot use this as an excuse to cheat employees, to defraud employees, to be unfair to employees. And in this particular case of Brain Enterprises, it seems very clear from hearing from all of you that there is been some other motive behind why 3,000 people have been made to suffer. And hence, this is important from an employee justice standpoint. I'm here to merely assure you, as the chairman of the All India Professionals Congress, that we will help try and mediate a solution, try and resolve this matter through the involvement of our Honorable Minister and the Government of Telangana. And we hope that this issue can get resolved amicably and peacefully. Thank you all, and once again, thank you to the Honorable Minister and to the Telangana Pradesh Congress President, Shumesh Gaudji.
So the employees of Brain Enterprise would like to submit a memorandum to you. So I request all. sir. Thank you. Thank you for submitting the memorandum. Now I request the Sri Babu garu. Yes, hello. I'll request Justice Chandrakumar sir to please address the gathering.
The duty of the conductor. So, some of the RTC employees and unions, they have filed a petition by court. Fortunately, that petition came before me. అప్పుడు నేను బాగా ఆలోచించినదాన్ని. టెక్నాలజీ డెవలప్మెంట్ వచ్చింది, బట్ హౌ టు యూజ్ ఇట్, కాన్సిక్వెన్సెస్ ఏంటి, కాన్సిక్వెన్సెస్ ఏంటి. ఎన్ని ఫ్యామిలీస్ రోడ్డు మీద, ఎన్ని ఫ్యామిలీస్ రోడ్డు మీద వస్తాయి, ఎంత వస్తాయి, ఎంత ఉద్యోగాలు పోతారు. మరి మోరోవర్ డ్రైవర్ కు ఈ యొక్క అదనపు డ్యూటీ ఇవ్వడం వల్ల జరిగే పరిస్థితి ఉంటుంది. సో పరిస్థితి ఉంటుంది. సో గివెన్ ఆల్ గ్రీవెన్స్. నేనన్నా డ్రైవర్ యొక్క కాన్సన్ట్రేషన్, హోల్ కాన్సన్ట్రేషన్ డ్రైవింగ్ మీద ఉండాలా. డ్రైవర్ కాన్సన్ట్రేషన్ దెబ్బతింటే ద లైఫ్ ఆఫ్ ది ప్యాసింజర్స్ విల్ బి ఇన్ రిస్క్. కాబట్టి ఇట్ ఇస్ నాట్ అప్రోప్రియేట్, నాట్ ప్రాపర్, నాట్ జస్టిఫైడ్. మనం యూఎన్ క్రియాల్సిన ఒక పద్ధతి కాదు. అలాంటి ఒక పద్ధతి దాన్ని కూడా మనకు ఒక ప్రొటెక్షన్, కాన్స్టిట్యూషన్ గివ్స్ ప్రొటెక్షన్, రైట్ టు లైఫ్ అండ్ సెవెరల్ లాస్ హ్యావ్ బీన్ మేడ్ బై డాక్టర్ బాబాసాహెబ్ అంబేద్కర్. ఆ ఇనిషియల్ ఆ స్వతంత్రం వచ్చినప్పుడు ఏ భావం చేత అప్పుడు మంత్రివర్గంలో వాళ్ళందరూ పనిచేసినారు, కాంగ్రెస్ నాయకులు కావచ్చు, దేశ నాయకులు కావచ్చు. ఇప్పుడున్నటువంటి వాళ్ళు కూడా దే హ్యావ్ టు ఫాలో ద ఫుట్ స్టెప్స్ ఆఫ్ నెహ్రూ అండ్ అంబేద్కర్. అట్లా చేసి వాళ్ళు ఏ ఒక్క అన్ఎంప్లాయ్ కూడా ఏ కంపెనీ కూడా టెక్నాలజీ పేరు కూడా ఎంప్లాయీస్ ని తీసేయడం అనేంత అన్యాయం ఇంకోట్లేదు. వాళ్ళ పన టెక్నాలజీ చూస్తే దాన్ని ఇంకా డెవలప్మెంట్ కి యూజ్ చేయాలి, దీనికి ఆల్టర్నేటివ్ జాబ్స్ కోసం యూజ్ చేయాలి, ఆల్టర్నేటివ్ అయితే ఒక పద్ధతి ప్రకారంగా యూజ్ చేయండి. అండ్ మై రిక్వెస్ట్ టు ఆనరబుల్ మినిస్టర్ ఇస్ ఐటీ ఎంప్లాయీస్ కూడా ఇండస్ట్రియల్ డిస్ప్యూట్స్ కిందకి వచ్చేటట్లుగా తెలంగాణ గవర్నమెంట్ అమెండ్మెంట్ తీసుకొస్తే దానివల్ల చాలా ఉపయోగకరంగా ఉంటుంది. All IT employees, any employee, will support the government and will extend all our cooperation, whatever cooperation or legal advice, whatever cooperation or legal advice. Is required, we are ready to give to. Is required, we are ready to give to. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. I now request Mr. Satish Kumar Manne, Chairman, Telangana Technology Services Limited, to speak to the audience.
Good evening to everybody here who's come to attend this discussion forum of expressing your concerns to the leadership team and the government. I'm Satish Manne, and I myself was an IT employee for about 20 years, and then before I moved into active politics. Firstly, I would say this session was an initiative by Professional Congress, Sri Praveen Chakravarti Garu. This is a very good thing from a party perspective as well to understand. This session is primarily to listen and understand. As Praveen earlier mentioned, it is a issue between a company and its associates. But from a government perspective, if we can mediate a conversation, I think it will be very useful so that such things do not happen. Now, IT industry as such, all of you know, as people say that it is mad. Mad meaning mergers, acquisitions, and divestments. And there are situations in some time that companies are forced to do it, but there has to be a formula behind it. But with these conversations that we've heard, we've taken some inputs here. We understand that there is a huge gap there in kind of execution of such things as well. We've heard, we've taken some inputs here. We understand that there is a huge gap there in kind of execution of such things as well. There is disparity amongst employees. There is some preferred people, some unpreferred people. But there has to be a rationale behind any such thing. Now, both the Minister Sir and the Chief Minister are focused on nurturing an environment where there is a continuous dialogue with the leadership and the associates, so that if there is some issue like this, the government can intervene and mediate some conversations so that there is a balance between the workforce and the industry realities.
And I'm sure we have a very able IT minister, IT minister. For Telangana, he understands for Telangana, he understands corporate, he understands technology, and I'm sure he will take it up at the highest levels. But please feel free to pen in your inputs, and we from the Telangana government will definitely, mediate with the government and try to work some things out. Thank you. Mediate with the government and try to work some things out. Thank you so much.
Now I request our Minister, Mr. Now I request our Minister, Mr. Babu to please address the gathering.
అందరికీ నమస్కారం. ప్రధానంగా ఆల్ ఇండియా ప్రొఫెషనల్ కాంగ్రెస్, అదేవిధంగా తెలంగాణ ప్రొఫెషనల్ కాంగ్రెస్ సంబంధించిన మిత్రులు on a special purpose, on a special note, the special objective after 1992, when we started the saga for the saga for the next IT revolution by one of our Congress. By one of our Congress government. We have moved for past 3 decades and come to evolve this sort of ecosystem. It's not been built over 10 years. It's not been built over 15 years or 5 years. It's been built over 30, 35, 40 years. And that time too, we were in power. In between, we were not in power. And 10 years later, we were in power. And after formation of Telangana, again we have come into power. You know, the continuation of the legacy which we started in 1992 has proven the results that IT as such over a period of time have evolved and made its niche story. When an employer and employee issues come, there's a labor department which comes into picture. Any department issues, the labor comes because you will put your labor, and the spirit of labor has to be safeguarded by the labor department. But as such, the IT never comes into that. As such, the IT never comes into that framework of law. Framework of law. That is the issue where most of the companies take advantage of it, like brand enterprises. That's what they have done it for these people. And that's what is happening. In few companies it's been happening. And it's sad that 6 months, or before 6 months too, when young man was just explaining, we have full heart for you. And I really see the agony, the grief, and the pain taken by his mother to make him study, to the agony, the grief, and the pain taken by his mother to make him study, to even though we don't have solid mandate to call and pull the collar of anybody here. But the point here is we have a responsibility to see the welfare of the employees too. We take into consideration all the concerns of you, all the grievances which has been expressed by you, and we will try to solve, we will try to address the dialogue as said by Mr. Satish. We will start the dialogue with those people too. If they come into terms, definitely I think if they are professional people who are running the IT company, they are professional people who are running the IT company, they come into terms. They will try to understand. By Pravinji and try to find some solution for it. With these few words, and I believe Sati was just telling there are certain people from certain organization too. Yeah, whoever they may. Yeah, whoever they may be, they can address them. We can address
Um, then I would thank you all for coming today for this event. Thank you so much for making the effort, and thank you so much for making the effort, and thank you, sir, for listening to all the grievances. And I thank you all for being here. Thank you.